it was probably like 6 months to like a year after I was born, because they could tell that when they were trying to like talk to me or like get my attention, I just would be like facing a wall or something, just not responding to any sounds of anything that they were saying or doing. And then that's when they decided that I needed to see a doctor, and the doctor diagnosed that I was profoundly deaf. I don't remember this clearly, but I had a speech or like a therapist that like helped me with American Sign Language. So I was studying American Sign Language at like 1 year old to 2 years old, and then before my 3rd birthday is when I got surgery for my cochlear implant. What they do is they take one part of my head and they will put like a little device on the side of my head, just in between the skin and the skull, and that's like the processor. So that's where the magnet of my wire to the headpiece would go to, and that's how the implant is powered. At the time, cochlear implants were just starting out, so I got a backpack version. So it was like a rectangular box with a big battery that just slid into the box, and it'd be put into a small backpack that I put on, and then the wire would go all the way from the back to the top of my implant, and it would just be right there where my implant is. I've gone through probably 3 to 4 generations of cochlear implants. The first one being the box. The second one was when I was 6 years old, was on the ear. This is like first one on the ear, but it was very old model, and the volume was just not very strong on that one. So I still was considered very hard of hearing at the time, but it wasn't until high school where they really started coming up with better sound processors and battery life that lasted longer. For preschool, I went to a specific preschool for the deaf and hard of hearing called Northern Voices. It's located in a suburb outside of the Twin Cities, Minnesota. And I went there between the ages of 3 and 5. And there I worked with some great teachers who helped with my pronunciation of words and just being able to speak clearly, make sure I was on the same pace as regular hearing students so that I could be ready to go into kindergarten to a real school and just be like everyone else. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was very helpful to have those kids in there because you didn't feel like you were alone, and just having like other peers that are in the same boat as you, you can have something to connect on and share that experience with. Yeah, a typical day, I wake up in the morning, I have my batteries on the charger, and I usually would shower, brush my teeth, eat, and then I would put my implant on. And it just simple, I would just put the battery in, put it on my ear, and then I'd be working within 5 seconds, and boom, I go from deaf to hearing like that. I would not be where I am today if I didn't get a cochlear implant. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you face to face or being at a great school like Creighton University. It is a struggle, I feel like I've learned a lot about being on my own these last 4 years ever since I started college. And even before that in high school, I'd taken every experience I learned and carried that with me. And I would like to share that with like the rest of the deaf and hard of hearing kids, because I wouldn't be shocked if they're feeling the same way I did at their age, because I know how hard it can be. As I got older, I realized that, it's not something you should be ashamed of, and it's something you just gotta, it's just a gift that you just need to utilize and adapt with. And honestly, I wouldn't even change this disability. Like if someone were to give me a wish, like a free wish, and say, I can make you hearing 100%, I still wouldn't do that, because I feel like this is the gift that everyone has for a reason, and we will use this for something special someday.